Caitlin Clark reveals how Taylor Swift helped her drip up her wardrobe. The Indiana Fever superstar attended the Eras Tour multiple times during its run. Caitlin Clark has some friends in high places, and some of these friends are helping her step up her fashion game. WLATD. Caitlin Clark trolls Fever teammates Sophie Cunningham. Lexi Hull Media Day pic. In an interview with Bustle published on Wednesday, May 21, the Indiana Fever point guard shared details of her experience during Taylor Swift's critically acclaimed Eras Tour. Clark attended multiple dates during the show's nearly 2-year-long run. At each show, Clark purchased new merchandise, which she says proved beneficial for her. "It was helpful in that I have good drip now," said Clark. "I have every sweatshirt and Taylor Swift Eras t-shirt in about every color and size. So if anybody needs any, I will let you borrow one. But yeah, I have an option for every outfit. She was kind enough to help me." Elsewhere in the interview, Clark detailed what it was like meeting Swift in person and hanging out with her at a Kansas City Chiefs game. "Getting to be there and spend time with her, doing something that I really, really love. You're sharing a common joy," Clark said. "I grew up the biggest Chiefs fan, living 2.5 hours from their stadium. I went to a game every single year growing up. Getting to sit in a box and cheer for the Chiefs with Taylor, that's on another level. But that's what's so beautiful about sports. It brings a lot of people together." WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark admits insane competitiveness can ruin Christmas. Clark kicked off her second WNBA season last weekend, during which she led the Fever to a 93-58 victory against the Chicago Sky. The Fever, unfortunately, did not replicate this victory during Wednesday night's game against the Atlanta Dream, who just beat the Fever 91-90. The Fever will once again face the Dream on Thursday, May 22 at 7:30 p.m. ET. Caitlin Clark discusses returning to Iowa for Fever preseason game, shooting from logo. Caitlin Clark's 2025 WNBA preseason debut was played at the University of Iowa's Carver Hockey Arena, a building in which Clark made many memories throughout her storied college career. The Indiana Fever returned to Iowa City for an exhibition showdown against the Brazilian national team earlier in May, and Clark put on a show in front of an adoring crowd. Indiana turned in a dominant 108-44 victory, and Clark provided 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting, including 4 made threes, along with 5 assists and 6 rebounds. Speaking with Sports Illustrated on behalf of State Farm's, with the assist platform, Clark revealed her mindset heading into the game and why the showdown at Carver Hockey Arena was such a special occasion for her to share with her teammates. "It's kind of weird. I felt like I was back in college for the day, but it was really fun to go back there and play in front of those fans. A lot of those fans that maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to travel to a WNBA city and see a WNBA basketball game. So it was really fun for us to go back there and fun to share that experience with my teammates," Clark told SI. "They all kind of were wide-eyed and like, wow, this place is pretty crazy. And when we started that game on that 8-0 run within like 30 seconds, it got really, really loud. I think that was maybe one of the louder points of the game. I know they had a really good time. It was special," Clark said. During that game, Clark drained a jaw-dropping three from roughly 36 feet away from the basket, just behind the No. 22 logo, which marks the spot in which Clark broke the NCAA's all-time women's scoring record. When asked about her decision to pull up from her own logo, Clark said it just happened in the spur of the moment. "It kind of just happened. I didn't really have a plan to do that. It was more like Coach Stephanie White told me I was gonna come out at the next dead ball. So I was like, I might as well just get one more up. And then it kind of worked out well. It was a 2-for-1 situation. So I had my chance and lucky I made it, I guess," Clark told SI. Pulling up from long range is nothing new for Clark, who has never shied away from taking a deep three when the opportunity presents itself. It was no different during the exhibition game, as the 23-year-old let one fly from her own logo and sent the crowd into a frenzy.